You're watching Daytime Tea Time with Candice. It's time to pour this tea, stir this tea, and sip this tea. Let's get right into it. Alright everybody, welcome to Daytime Tea Time. If you're new to my channel, my name is Candice. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will always know when I upload. Okay, so today's topic is very deep, so grab your tissues, I have mine, and let's get right into it. Okay, so in honor of Father's Day, I want to shine a light on a father who goes by the name of Common. He's an iconic rapper and actor, and he recently appeared on the Red Table Talk. During his appearance on the Red Table Talk, Common was very honest about the relationship that he has and had with his daughter. He speaks about the fact that his daughter confronted him about their relationship. While he is a great father, I'm sure, there are some father-daughter issues that he was not aware of. And when his daughter spoke about those issues, he had to search within his heart to see exactly how he was making his daughter feel. Not only was Common able to recognize, understand, and change the way he was treating his daughter, he spoke about therapy and the importance of therapy within the Black community. No longer suppressing deep-rooted issues from your past, but addressing them and changing the behavior so that you can strengthen your relationships in the future. And with Father's Day just passing and a lot of women all over the world who don't have relationships with their father, or maybe their father passed away before they could fix those relationships, I think it's very important for people to watch this and really try to find some healing. Check this out and then I'm coming back with some more.
Yeah, but my daughter Moye confronted me because it was like a late night call, so I thought I was like getting a call that was like, yo, I'm a cool dad. Like it was like 2 in the morning.
Right. Yeah.
I actually had to start a film the next day, so I was like, I'm gonna call you back. Let's talk tomorrow. And she called me right back. Like, yo, you don't even care. You ain't even see where I was at.
Right.
You didn't see, and it shook me for a minute because I was like, wait, what are you talking about? You know, I did care. And no mother and I weren't together. So it was becoming a fight to be able to, you know, I did care. And then, so eventually that conversation turned into her saying, you weren't there for me. You didn't fight for me as a father. It made me feel like defensive. I was hurt.
Yeah.
And I was mad too, because I'm like, you really believe some of this stuff? What I really learned was like, and after I got past my own ego and stuff like that, I said, look, you're right, I didn't fight. And I had to acknowledge that. And I just need to listen to her, because this is what she's feeling.
Right.
Like, no matter what I think I've done and this and that, like, this is how she feels. And that was like one of those, the heavens open moments of me understanding how to apply love more, like how to.
And the way that it looked for her.
Right.
Because I'm sure you believed you were doing your thing, that you were a good dad.
No, I definitely believe that.
And that's probably why you were upset, because you're like, wait, I thought everything was fine. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, something you just said, Jada, too, is like, I didn't grow up necessarily with my father, right? So a lot of ways I learned to be a man is from my homies and like other father figures, and to provide and protect was the 2 most important things that we, but it's been passed down from generation. We learned, right? And I'm a caring individual, but I had to get past beyond just like providing and protecting, because love is an action word. That's what I've been really like it's an action word. So it's like that type of understanding and just paying attention is what we weren't equipped with. You know, when you put stuff out on the table, you put the truth out there, it strengthens the relationship. You know, it's like, Moye was harboring those feelings because she felt like, well, I didn't always have my dad here, so if I tell him some stuff he did wrong, then
I'll have him less.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him less. Once she was able to put it out, she felt liberated and free. And now she's more secure in the fact that, yo, you can tell your dad whatever you need to tell him. And the love is gonna be there. We had our own therapy session together. Because she was smart. She was smart about, she was like, Dad, before this book come out, we need to resolve this, because we, you know, I can't be feeling, she said that. So we've been doing really great overall. She just graduated from Howard University.
Alright you guys, so you see that. Now my favorite part of that clip is that Common took full responsibility for the way that he made his daughter feel. Yes, he admitted that he was selfish. He feels like, as a parent, I know I'm a good father, I'm providing for my child, so what am I doing wrong? And through simple conversation with his daughter, she tells him, Dad, you didn't fight for me. You're not there for me emotionally. I'm calling you at 2 or 3 a.m. and you're telling me I'll call you back. Calling at a time like that means I need you, Daddy. Now, he didn't know that, but it took a good conversation for his daughter to express those feelings. And once he did, he's like, you know what? You're right. I wasn't there for you in the way that you needed. I didn't fight for you the way that I should have. For those of you who do not know, Common is not in a relationship with the mother of his daughter. So I'm sure through custody battles and things like that, his daughter felt like, why is my father not fighting for me? And to him, providing financially and protecting her was doing his job, but that's something he just simply didn't understand or even know until he spoke to her. So I think it's powerful when a father and a daughter, or a mother and a son, or just a parent and a child, period, having those conversations to understand how each other feels. That's how you heal a relationship. Trust me, I know I've done it with my mom and father, and I feel so much better having a better relationship with them. But there's a lot of people all over the world who don't do that. Rather it's the child being stubborn or the parent being stubborn, or unfortunately, maybe the parent passes away before they get that chance. Like I said, yesterday was Father's Day, and I posted a picture with me and my father on my YouTube community tab, and a lot of my subscribers were saying, oh my gosh, you guys are so cute, you're so lucky. And then some of you guys were telling me about the struggling relationships that you have or had with your father. And the comments that said, you know, my father passed away, I wish I would have repaired that relationship. Those comments really broke my heart. It really tugged at my heartstrings. So I just want to take this moment that if anybody's watching this and you're in that situation, your father is still alive, please take this moment, call him, try to do your best, go through therapy, because you just never know when your last chance is your last chance. I had to say that before I continue on with the video because that was on my heart to say that for any of you guys watching. Okay, so for the rest of the Red Table Talk, Common really opened up about his own past. He spoke about the fact that he was molested when he was very young, I believe at the age of 9, by a young man who was close to the family. He said that he didn't really acknowledge that situation until recently when he was in a movie, and the movie was about a child being molested and touched by a family member. Through therapy, Common has been able to understand how that situation affected him. Check this out, and then I'm coming back with some more.
In the movie was starring Laura Dern, and I was in the film playing her husband. While we were rehearsing, we were talking about sexual abuse and going through some things. And, you know, it popped in my mind, and it was strange because I never had this thought, but that I was sexually abused, that I was molested.
Right.
But I had blocked it out of my mind, and until I got to that film, was the first time I faced it since the night that I was molested.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like 9 years old, and it was by my cousin's godbrother.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a difficult situation for me to grasp onto.
Right.
And I started working through it.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's interesting is that in the book, you don't consider yourself a victim, though.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I don't feel a victim because I see myself as somebody who overcame that situation. I brought it up in the book because it was like me really doing my best to show what forgiveness can be about. And though I'm still in that process, that was the core of what I wanted to achieve.
Got it.
I want to get into like this level of forgiveness.
Right.
You know, like I needed to forgive for myself so I can move forward, right?
Yeah.
And I talked about it also because we as black men, black people don't talk about sexual abuse in our communities.
We don't.
And because it's taboo, and it's like, you don't want that uncle or that cousin to look bad. The family don't want the person to look bad. But what about the child that's been affected?
Yeah.
And then a child feels like they can't say nothing. They can't talk about it.
How did your family feel in finding out, like your daughter, your mother, about what you had been through?
My mother, it took her a little time to process it. Like when I first told her, she was in shock a little bit. She was a principal, so she knew about it happening to a lot of kids in her school, but to have it happen to her own child. So that shocked her, but we didn't talk much about it for a second.
Yeah.
And then she just recently told me that she really was like sad at one point about it. Then she felt guilty at one point, but she's like, man, I'm glad you're talking about this.
Okay, you guys, this episode is just so powerful. I can't show you all the clips. I'm putting the link below so you guys can watch the full episode. But I'm telling you guys, Common is blessing a lot of people all over the world with this episode. The last clip that I'm gonna show you is the clip where Common talks about alcoholism, using alcohol as a coping mechanism for things that you're going through. And Common talks about how he broke that habit. He said that he started off by choosing a food that he loves, and he broke that habit first. So he saw that he can break a habit of not eating something I love, so I definitely can break the habit of drinking alcohol, because drinking alcohol leads to having sex with women. Having sex with women leads to me hurting those women. He had to find it step by step in order to stop doing the things that were destructive to his life. And Jada Pinkett Smith said that she can relate to it because she actually used alcohol as a coping mechanism. And a lot of people all over the world do it. So just seeing Jada Pinkett Smith and Common relating on that and then talking about how they got through it, very powerful. Check this out, and then I'm coming back with some more.
I read in the book also that, like myself, I was an excessive drinker as well.
Right.
You know, and I realized that part of that was just needing to have that extreme feeling.
Yes.
I knew that I had to stop doing that. But for you specifically, like, how did you really just focus yourself?
Right. For me, I started by changing my diet, right? That's one of our biggest addictions that we don't, like, as Americans don't talk about, is food. But once I saw I was able to not eat certain foods, that showed me that I had the willpower to stop, like, chasing girls as much.
That was
like,
your
just
entry.
That was my entry. Before I even knew it was an entry, that was my entry. And then it just became, what is adding on to my life? Like, if I go answer this girl who texted me saying, yo, you want to hang out, blah, 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 is this aligned with my overall purpose?
Right.
And you know,
what is your real intention?
Yeah, my intention is my intention. And yo, I don't want to hurt anybody else. I don't want to extract energy from me that I don't want to give away. So I just started identifying those things and disciplining myself. But it started with food, and then it kind of rolled over to alcohol, where I could be like, okay, I ain't gonna drink as much.
Right.
I still have my little time to drink. You know, I work hard. I'm like, I'm about to get nice right now. You know?
Right.
All right, you guys, so you see that. I'm telling you, this episode was very powerful. It came at the right time, right after Father's Day, showing daughters and fathers all over the world that you can heal that relationship. No matter how hard, no matter how big the wound is, it can be fixed through prayer, through therapy, through healthy conversation. And then men all over the world, it is not shameful to get therapy. It is not shameful to talk about your feelings. It's not shameful to cry. Everybody has hurt inside, no matter what your life story is. Nobody has a perfect life story. And that's what I got from this episode. I hope you guys got something from it. If you haven't seen the full episode, please click the link below in the comment section and in the description, and you can see it. And I promise you are gonna love it. There's so much more to that episode. I only showed you a little bit. So make sure you check it out. Red Table Talk on Facebook Watch. But all right, y'all, I'm done with this. I wanna know what y'all think. What do you guys think about Common discussing therapy, fixing your issues, molestation, and everything that he talked about? Let me know if you can relate. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one, all right? Bye.